Greater Than I Was. That's another kind of similar scenario. Like, all these have very like they all have this kind of same problems, you know. Like, you got the song Gunsmoke from 21 Savage, I Am Greater Than I Was. Like, this is probably, I think it's really remarkable for 21 Savage to come in and release this album. This is about 10 months ago. This to me is always kind of like a Christmas album, because I just played this on repeat last Christmas. So always kind of, I feel like, associated with Christmas from kind of here on out. But it is really interesting to see. It's really interesting to see how that can stick in your mind. But I'm looking through this here. This is Break the Law. Like, it's nothing like a traditional 21 Savage project. It's a really kind of mature step, more than I think we've ever seen anyone coming from his generation take. I mean, it kind of distinguishes himself in a really good and interesting way. But it's definitely not, again, one of those other kind of cohesive projects that we see with, for example, Igor by Tyler, the Creator. And by the way, I'm not just even talk about The Lost Boy, because I don't know enough about it. And I mean, I feel like if it was good, I would have heard about it. I'm just saying. Yeah, Tyler, the Creator, Igor. It's hard. Like, I think the one thing that distinguishes it is how sonically well connected it is, and how, like, you can get so much out of it by just playing it complete. Like, there's no skips, and you can tell the way that, like, the tracks end, like, they are meant to go with the track directly after that, like, which is not always the case in most albums, I would say. So, like, look at this transition. This is through 3 songs, like, one of them is an interlude. This is I Think. Let's play the end of this, I Think. By the way, it's really bugging me that I can't just rewind and play this whole song for you, just to kind of groove out to it. And Tyler, the Creator says, like, this is his goal, to come in and just shut the fuck up and let 2 minutes of great music do the talking for him. And I think he really does this on this album, and does a great job making it a cohesive album. Listen to this.
Exactly what you run from, you end up chasing. Like, you can't avoid, but just chasing it and just, like, trying, giving it everything that you can. There's always an obstacle.
I think it cuts it off a little bit on this, but it's just so, like, you can tell it's meant to go together. And that is what I think just makes this album, like, so cohesive and, like, just well put together as a whole. Even the first track, which you always like to skip, like, that one really works well too. But I want to play for you from this album, number 12, Are We Still Friends? And I'll give you any other possible albums that I think should have been nominated and break them down for you right after.
Still friends.
Like, if you haven't heard Igor, maybe you're like, oh, I don't like how his fans booed Drake at Flognar or whatever. I recommend it. I really recommend it. All right, yeah. So, I do want to go through some again. The eligible albums here. What is missing out? Another big one. People have been, like, I think the Trip Harder between Lil Baby and Gunna. So much fun. A lot of people think should be on there. I don't think so. I think that was kind of a trash album. Father of Assad. Like, there's some good. There's a lot of songs on that album. There's like 2 or 3 that have kind of grown on me a little bit. But there is some songs that are just absolute trash. But yeah, that's all very interesting. I used to love DJ Khaled albums. I used to be like so stupid. But yeah, The Big Day, probably one of the more disappointing albums. Hoodie Season, that's an interesting one. That's also eligible. It peaked at number 2. It's definitely, I think, one kind of worth revisiting. Because I remember my personal good friend, I think who's probably been on the show, like, they're really coming in with 2, I think, iconic songs with Hoodie Season, Swervin', Star Tender. Play that back every day. But other than that, there's not that much. There's not that much on here. I gotta be completely honest. But this song just goes so hard. Another one that people could make a case for is Dying to Live, which I think is fair.
Fucking with no off-brand bitch. Ooh, don't think these niggas understand me. Ooh, she let me touch it in Miami. Ooh, I'm feeling like I'm Bigger Valley.
This is another very similar one. Kodak Black's Dying to Live. This is my favorite song on this album. ZZ also very, very, very good. But again, not, I think, enough of a complete project to really be put up on there. Put Up Miami 2, same thing. We played in our first ever episode of Uncultured. We had some of that music on there. I think like Nobody's Favorite. That was a great one, and I think a lot of that just kind of get ignored, but it didn't really come out full. Again, this may be a little bit of a hot take. Lil Nas X wouldn't put on there. Ginger. No, I'm sorry. You can't put Brockhampton on a hip-hop. Not yet. Not a much of a complete project. Trippie Redd, like 1 or 2 good songs on the album. With his exclamation mark album. Not the one he did today. I haven't even gotten around to that one yet. But this song by Kodak Black, I think it's probably some of my favorite work of his. Here's one that I think people may not completely be on my side on, and it's from 2 Chainz, Rapper Go to League. This was early 2019. I think there's a lot of good stuff on here. This is probably the one that comes to mind really first from 2019 that hasn't been put on there yet. Like, you got just a very complete, especially in the middle to the end. Maybe first 2 songs maybe you're not totally on board with. Statue Limitations, High Top Versace, Young Thug, great in that. Travis Scott, NCAA, Mama Hit the Lick with Kendrick Lamar, oh, so good. And Ariana Grande with a great ghost-written verse. So good. That's probably the biggest one that I would put on there that's not on there yet. Like all these albums, like for example, Bad Habits, Ginger, like Perfect 10. I think I'd put Perfect 10 on there as a one that could be nominated. T.I.'s Dime Trap, similar to the fact, the one that's like it's not it's like there's some good songs on there, but not complete enough. Zoo by Denzel Curry, another great project, kind of in a similar vein. But yeah, maybe we should turn this a little bit lower. But it was a pretty damn good year for hip hop, I gotta say. Yeah, well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna get right back into the music. We're starting it up with some 2 Chainz. You already know it is NCAA. This song about a year ago, pretty damn good. Get ready for it. 2 Chainz, Rap or Go to the League on Uncultured. We're finishing up best hip hop album released weeks of the 2010s. That's after this.
I smoked myself to sleep. Got myself for free. Made a left right up the street. Yeah. This shit you're getting. Made a left right up the street. Yeah. This shit you're getting deep. Yeah. I got the pool right by the beach. Yeah. My nigga said food, that's the ocean. Yeah. I use good pussy like it's lotion. Yeah. I shoot a nigga for promotion, yeah. Drop my album off the court and make them post it, yeah. I told you trapping is a sport. My old school is a Panamera Porsche, yeah. My lab bitch got some head you can't ignore. I told her I might take her head on tour. I used to roll my weed in front the store. The drop so fast I disrespect your car. I told them that my dreams were caviar. Yeah, what up, Cal? I'm playing with the click like a guitar. I'm playing with the click like a guitar. I'm playing with the click like a guitar. NCAA, yo, we the young and dangerous, yo, we be ballin' hard, yo, I just want some paper.
We gotta give some credit to the babies here. They killed it this year in hip hop. And you know what time it is. It's time for Time, featuring Meek Mill and Lil Baby.
Young and from the project, fucked around and got it poppin'. I'm like, fuck a Maserati, bought my bitch a Bentley truck. G5 my blood brother, he be throwing bees up. And me, I got Chanel swag, you know I be seed up. I pay cash for every car, you still be the laughing stock. Kept it real, that's why I'm flop. Look at me, I'm on the track. On look down, but I'm on top. I don't entertain and clout. Play with me, you gon' get shot, for real. Now they can't resist us. Him tryna diss us. Really need to miss us. Probably with your bitch, bro. I bought her a Porsche off a piece of my endorsement. Richer than my classmate. She know how my kids taste. Now I'm on this cash race. I can't come in last place. I didn't finally win legit. The accountants, I'm a taxpayer. So you know that mean I'm going hard to my last day. Still can get 1,000 pounds a week. The gas weight. I got 6 watches. I'm ahead of time. I'm going all out if it's about mine. I'm getting my shine on. I've been on my grind. Feel like I'm different, I'm one of a kind. Wear your Birkin bag, keep her at the bar. Baby, you look better, nigga, you should take it off. Had to play my role, now I'm taking charge. Just got off parole, made the Brody take the charge.
Been doing that phantom with them sticks, yeah. All these blues niggas assin' in my crib, yeah. Make a move, we act you out, ain't going tit-tat. Put a tag on your toe for all that chit-chat. The richest nigga in my city, that's a big fact. And we don't do them little planes, we on the big jet. My dog still moving a cane and he ain't quit yet. I had to tell him when he came, don't bring no bricks back. Feel like I'm the chosen one. Rose truck, I order one. I ain't mean to buy that bitch a watch, but I bought her one. Richard Millie cost $250,000, I got more than one. Effing on me lighter than a bitch, feel like a water gun.
I got 6 watches, I'm ahead of time. I'm going all out if it's about mine. I'm getting my shine on, I've been on my grind. Feel like I'm different, I'm one of a kind. Wear your Birkin bag, keep her at the bar. Baby, you look better, nigga, you should take it off. Had to play my role, now I'm taking charge. Just got off parole, made the Brody take the charge. Living like a porn star, Rolex filled with pointers. Ops wanna join us, but we ain't switching sides. Neck look like a freezer, ain't saving no skeezers. They gave me a reason, now they gotta die. I don't want no smoke with you if you don't want no smoke with me, but dog.